This is the SCULTURA Team, and it's pretty much exactly the same bike with the same kit that's been used to win stages at Grand Tours such as the Tour de France, the Giro d'Italia, and even win the Milan-San Remo Monument. Now the SCULTURA Team can and has delivered at the very highest levels of road racing, but obviously all this team level equipment comes at a cost. So what if you could get all of the headline features of this bike, comfortable yet aero carbon frame, the power meter cranks, the carbon fibre wheel set and the electric wireless shifting, all of this stuff but for significantly less money? Well, you can. This is the SCULTURA 7000. Carbon fibre frame? Check. Wireless 12-speed group set? Check. Carbon fibre wheel set? Check. Power meter cranks? Better believe it. On paper, this is an awful lot of bike for the money, and also for much less money than the team build. Now, of course, when you deep dive into the spec, there are actually plenty of differences to be found, as you'd expect. Now, the frame shape and geometry is exactly the same, delivering multiple award-winning handling and a mix of slippery aero performance with a lightweight and highly comfortable feel that allows you to ride much further and faster before fatigue sets in. However, while both frames are carbon fibre, the team bike uses our highest level CF5 blend of carbon fibres and layup, helping to reduce the frame weight to the absolute minimum possible. On the other hand, the 7000 has our CF3 level frame. Now this is still a lightweight and quality blend of carbon, but by not using the most exotic and strong carbon fibres available, it allows us to offer the bike at a much more affordable price point. It's a similar story when we look at the drivetrains of both bikes. Now, Shimano's Dura-Race is a benchmark for top-end road performance and weight, which is why it's fitted to the team bike. The new wireless controls gives incredibly fast and crisp shifting over the 12 ratios at the rear and on the double chain set up front. The cranks also have a dual-sided power meter, so you can analyse your performance in fine detail. Now, the 7000 also gets cranks with a power meter, but it's from SRAM's rival system. This power meter isn't dual-sided, so it's not quite as accurate, but for most people it's going to provide enough information to help you train and ride at your best. The drivetrain is also fully wireless, using the AX system with separate batteries on the derailleurs. It too has a double up front paired to 12 ratios at the back, but the whole setup is a touch heavier than the feathery light Dura-Race. Of course, as you'd expect, both bikes also use disc brakes, but with the very lightweight Shimano Dura-Race one-piece calipers on the team bike and the still powerful but two-piece SRAM rival calipers on the 7000. Now both clamp onto 160mm rotors, but you will notice that the team bike gets the clever Ice Tech discs that helps them run cool for better braking performance. Wheels are a hugely important part of the performance of a road bike, and these Vision Metron 45 SLs are some of the best around. They come fully tubeless ready out of the box with a 45mm deep section that provides a great mix of aerodynamic performance and handling performance, plus a super fast pickup rear hub. Now the 7000 also gets a carbon fibre wheel set, but it's actually our own MERIDA SL45 setup. While the 45mm section is the same as the Vision's and does still offer excellent aero and handling, it does carry a bit more weight than the very expensive Vision setup on the team bike. Of course, the new SCULTURA, regardless of rims, can fit up to 30mm tyres, but both of the bikes actually come with 28mm Continental GP5000S tyres as standard. It's also when we get into the finishing kit that there are some other key differences between these two bikes. Now, both bikes use our wire port cabling system to keep cables secure and hidden, but the team bike also has this one-piece Team SL bar and stem, so there are absolutely no cables on display here at the front, giving a small but significant aero advantage over the 7000, where the cables route from the bar into a removable housing beneath the stem before then going through the head tube and into the frame. As well as this being more aero, the all-carbon bar and stem is also much lighter than the two-piece alloy setup on the 7000. Now, both bikes do actually share our carbon fibre Team SL seat post. This uses our S-Flex technology to help boost comfort, adding a little bit of extra cushion to the frame, which already offers significantly more comfort than the previous generation of SCULTURA, thanks to a lower seat tube and more sloped top tube. Well, I hope this video has explained a little bit more about where these two bikes are similar and where they also differ. Now, while this Sculptura Team is a dream bike for many people, if you aren't bankrolled by a Pro Tour team, then the Sculptura 7000 offers a huge number of the race-ready features found on this bike for much less money. If you'd like to find out more about both of these two bikes and really dive deep into the spec, check out the links in the description below. You can also find out more about the rest of the Sculptura lineup. If you'd like to check out some more videos from our road bike playlist, click on it up here, and if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, click up here so you don't miss another video. As ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.